2004's Man on Fire, directed by Tony Scott and starring Denzel Washington, shot by DP Paul Cameron. Now, this film is actually a remake, but this version stands out because of Denzel's performance and the cinematography of Paul Cameron, where he utilized a 1910 hand crank camera to roll the film forwards and backwards at different speeds, which he said allowed them to reflect the tension and emotional quality of Denzel's character. So let's take a look at a frame. So in this particular scene, we have Denzel's character, John Creasy, sat directly across from Radha Mitchell's character, Lisa Ramos. Now, this is the first time these two characters are sat face-to-face, one-on-one, and we feel a lot of tension here. Why? Because it was shot on the telephoto lens, and we know that because there's a narrow field of view and very shallow depth of field. So even though Denzel is sat in the foreground and is very large in the frame proportionally to Radha Mitchell, he's in very, very soft focus, to the point where we can barely make out his expression. So all of our focus goes to Radha Mitchell's character, and she's crunched up in the edge of this frame, with the back of his head as another character in the middle ground. So there are lots of layers here, and added to that, it's filmed into a mirror, and that subconsciously gives us this sense that these characters are not actually seeing each other. It kind of subtly brings up this idea of reflection and missing each other in a way emotionally that creates the sensation of detachment. So even though they're in close proximity to each other, maybe just a few feet apart, it feels like they're miles apart in terms of emotional connection here. So this technique of filming one character's performance into a mirror while the other character's in soft focus in the foreground does a lot of work here to build this sense of tension and detachment between these two characters. Absolutely love this shot. Definitely go and see Man on Fire.